dry enough that I can add a little bit right up here. I don't want it to go as far, so a lot less. And I'll blot up more as needed. There we go. I need a clean towel, clean-ish towel. Alrighty, so okay, I like that. I really do. I kind of want to cover up a little bit more of this washi tape right here. So we'll do this. And then blot it a little, and then I'm going to get this completely dry, and then I'll be back to see what we're going to do next. Okay, so this is not 100% totally fully dry. That's going to be okay. Now that I have all this black, I kind of want to see if I can bring some more of this pink, this bright pink, back in and get it to drip too. So we have to get out some paint and add a bunch of water to it and see how the color saturation stays. I'm kind of having fun learning about these paints. And then we'll see if we can make it drip and how that reacts, and see if it stays kind of opaque or if it gets really translucent. I don't know. Should be interesting, right? So let's just really get some water going in there. And a brush. What brush? A big fat drips. Let's just see. My brush good and wet. It's definitely a heavier body paint than like the golden fluids. It looks pretty fluid in the little jars, but it's not watering down quite as quickly as I'd like. I hope it doesn't get too light. You can see it lightening up, but that's okay. It's still good and pink. Okay, so to make drips with a brush, I like to really get a lot of pink going in my brush, and then just kind of push the tip of the brush onto the page, and then just push to kind of squeeze some of the liquid water paint out of the brush. This works better if the paint is a lot more liquidy. Trying to catch some of these at the bottom so they don't just completely puddle up with each other. Oh, that's kind of neat. I kind of like it. Okay. Okay, I like. So I'm definitely going to have to dry this just enough so that it won't drip whenever I do the other side. I do want to get just a little bit in this crease though. Spread it out just a bit. There we go. It's better. Okay, so let me hit this with the heat gun long enough to get this stable, and then we'll work on the other side. I want to add some white drips now to kind of just brighten this all back up again. So that's what I'm going to do. Realized I'm not recording. Okay, I'm going to add some collage elements. I am starting with this butterfly, and I'm altering it to be a better color for this page. And to do that, I'm actually just using some distress paint in Picked Raspberry, which is a nice pink color, and applying it really quickly and thin, and as needed, rubbing it in with my finger. And not too perfectly either. You could spray it with like dilutions or something. I just think that this works really well. And then the paint, the distress paints dry permanent, so I don't have to worry about them when I do the collage. So that kind of makes it look a better color for my page. So, okay, and I'm also going to color these flowers, and I would love to spray them with the Dilutions inks, but because I want to collage them, I'm just going to use distress paints so that they will dry permanent. Okay, so I'm going to doodle my flowers. I'm going to be using a white paint pen. I just ordered a set of Posca pens to give these a try. I really actually think I like them a lot. They are really good. Now, I was told by Gina and Peta both that it is imperative that you make sure whatever that you go over is dry, 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 or you'll ruin the Posca pens. So I made sure that my distress paint is very dry before I'm doing this, and I just want to doodle on the flowers a little bit so that they'll stand out on the page. I've been pretty happy with the Posca pens, so if you're looking for some, I think I paid $25 for a set of 15 on Amazon, and I got the free shipping thing, so yeah, that's where that's at. So just doodling some scribblies to make these brighter. Okay, so I have my stuff all doodled, and I'm going to start just collaging it down. Let me get a gluey brush here. Get some of the water out. Oh my gosh, it's so waterlogged. I keep my glue brushes just sitting in water since I can, so that they don't get all dried out and crusty, but yeah, tends to make them all fat and full of water. Okay, so I'm just using some matte medium, and I'm just going to do some collage. I'm sorry this has got so much like fast forwardy type stuff through it, but it just kind of lent itself to that because, you know, just because. I don't know if I like it that way. I don't want it this way. Maybe oh no, you'll be able to read that it's backwards. Let's tear it a little. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just not feeling terribly chatty today. Forgive me. It happens, right? We all have those days. That's not going to work out so good. I'm going to use some gel medium to help some of these heavier card papers to stick. That's going to be, this is kind of a heavier cardstock paper, and then so is my butterfly. So, did I still do that paper backwards? What the heck is wrong with me? Oh, it's upside down. Oh, that doesn't matter. Okay. Ooh, color's coming off of something, somewhere. I don't know what that's coming from. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I just don't want to dip it into my jar, so wipe off my palette knife. You know, just put it on the butterfly. It'll be easier that way. Okay. I'm still going to rub over that with the brush just to smooth that out a bit. There we go, and keep going. What do I want? I want to add the other flower over here, I think. Yep, that's what I want to do. Ooh, I kind of like that. Okay. I want to add these guys over here, and maybe some of this stuff too. These little extra bits that I had. Okay, so I'm gonna hit this with the heat gun and I'll be back again. Okay, so there we go. This is finished. My gel pen, because somebody's going to ask me, is the Uniball Signo gel pen. If somebody asked me for the like specific, and the specifics on it is UM, like Umbrella Mary -153. If you want to order these, I get mine from Jet Pens. I like it. It writes pretty good. Pretty good. It's not perfect. I would prefer a paint pen, but I needed it to be a little bit thinner. It skipped a little bit, and I think that has to do with the fact that I write really fast in general, and so it tends to make the paint or the gel pen skip a little. If I slowed my handwriting down, it would be better. Okay, so the quote says, "Focus on the journey, not the destination. Joy is found not in finishing an activity, but in doing it." And it's by Greg Anderson. I don't know who that is. I just like the quote. I googled a quote for a quote, found something appropriate. This is totally appropriate to what I say all the time to you guys about the finished product is not what's super important. It's your process and finding the joy and the fun and the love in creating your art and not worrying too much about the finished product. That will come with time. With practice, your finished products will be something that you're more happy with than you are now. And I am more happy with my journal pages now than I was a year ago. And next year I'll be more happy with my journal pages then than I am now. I'm sure of it, just from practice. So enjoy the process. Have fun learning, playing with your supplies. Totally start a freedom journal because it doesn't matter. That's the whole goal behind it, is just to be free and play and have fun and try things and see if, you know, a crazy black glaze is going to work or if it's absolutely insane. I actually kind of like the way that it turned out, and there's always gesso. Don't forget, there's always gesso. You can always gesso over anything and start again. So don't worry about it. Give this stuff a try. Do crazy things. See if it works. I'm sorry that I wasn't as chatty in this video. I know there's a lot of speed through. I apologize. I wasn't feeling terribly chatty today, I guess. I'll admit I was a little bit bummed over all the thumbs down on my last video. A lot more than I usually get, and I'm sorry to any of those of you who I offended or who think that I should not make money doing YouTube or creating classes or selling my products, my online classes. Sorry for any of you that I offend for that. I do still put out a lot of free content. I will continue to put out a lot of free content. I do have to make a living, and you know, my family has to eat. So again, I'm sorry for any of you that I offended, and thank you to all of you who are supporting me. I already have some people who are supporting me over on Patreon, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys. I will be working on some more stuff just for patrons. Any of you who do decide to support me over there on Patreon, you do get instant access to a mini course that's over on Crazy Island University that has not been released since it was a part of Journaling Crazy Island Style 2014. So if you're interested at any support level, all the way down to the $2 support level, you do get access to that. So just as my little way of saying thank you for supporting me and helping me and being a part of this with me. So I hope you guys like this page. I thought it turned out pretty good. Like, it's kind of crazy. It is, and I like that part of it. I love the pink and black. The black glaze kind of surprised me with how much I liked it. I'm doing that again. Maybe not with Dilutions paint because it dries a lot faster. Maybe with some of my golden fluids, just because I know how those will act with the glaze. It could be an interesting thing to do again. I think I will do that again. I liked it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Freedom Journal Friday. I promise next week I'll try and be more chatty. I don't know, just not chatty today. So anyways, yeah, if you like these videos, please make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, subscribe so you don't miss anything. And what else is there? Oh, any way that you want to get in contact with me, you can find down below in the description box, links to everything. Thank you so much for being a part of this. I hope you enjoyed this week's Freedom Journal Friday. I hope to see you guys with me next week. And I guess that's it for now, so I will see you all very soon. Bye for now.